You're listening to Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega Radio.
Working at Teleton, yeah. Teleton, what's up, Fosterly?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
November 3 to 17. Wait, the Teleton revealed during the church service starting at 11 a.m. Call in and sow or make a donation online and add in all your donation details.
This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and the number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion. All right, thank you very much there, Oster Hoyt, and welcome to another day on the Sports Desk, listeners. My name is Christopher Zidane Matthews. I'm flying solo today. Orwell is a little bit under the weather, and we should be seeing his return tomorrow. Hopefully, he's better. And we go up until 4 p.m. as per usual. The number to call is 676-6968. Let me just give that first. 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard. The WhatsApp text line, if you are not able to call, you can send your WhatsApp text messages to 876-828-0925. That's 876-828-0925. And for the calling number as well, you have to put the area code, the Jamaican area code before it, which is 876. So those are the numbers. You can contact us today if you want your voice to be heard or you want your message to be read on any sporting topic of your choice. I guess there's no other place to start than the West Indies. The West Indies won the ODI series against England. And good win, even though it was an inexperienced England team. West Indies prevailed in the end. So that's wonderful. And the player of the series was Matthew Ford. And the player of the game for his 100 was Brandon King. So congratulations to the West Indies. Started off the series well. I was a little bit surprised when I saw the amount of runs they put on in the second game. And with an inexperienced England team playing away from home, I was surprised that they were able to chase it down. They did well to even the series, but we prevailed yesterday in the day and night affair. But there's a big talking point coming out of that game. What's your thoughts? What should be the punishment for Alzarri Joseph? You know, Alzarri Joseph had a disagreement with field placings with his captain. And he was bowling pretty well. Eventually had a wicket made in the over. But when he finished the over, he stormed off the field. And at one stage, the West Indies were fielding with 10 players. And you cannot walk away leaving your team in battle. That is unacceptable. And I don't understand what could have gotten into his mind as a professional for him to react in a manner like that to a decision by the captain. You know he's the captain. You know he's the one that is expected to lead you on the field. And while you work together, bowler captain, in tandem, experienced players can come in as well. The captain decision is final. I'm sure Alzarri Joseph is aware of that. So I don't know if there was an underlying issue, because does he have a record or a history of being very indisciplined? Because that was some very indisciplined behavior that yesterday. It was embarrassing. And he will definitely, I think he should definitely be suspended for sure. That sort of behavior. And fined as well. It's just, one, you embarrass the team. And two, you handicap the team for a period of time. And it just can't work. So I don't know what you're. I think this is it will be a non-issue still, because I think most people would agree that you cannot That cannot make you walk off a field if your team in battle. Playing short. Unacceptable, as Harry Joseph. All right, but they prevailed nonetheless. All right, so we're going to go to some football where the Champions League yesterday, Arsenal lost the first time in the Champions League. They conceded for the first time in the Champions League. But once again, for the third straight game away from home, Arsenal failed to score. Yeah, so Bournemouth, and they lost 2-0. Yes, it was nil. They were down to 10 men, but while they had 11, they didn't score. Then they went away to Newcastle. It's not in the other people, but it's the 3 away games. It's not they play 3 away games in a row because they did draw 2 with Liverpool. But when teams are better at home, so it's not a good look on Arsenal that because teams are better at home, you're struggling to break them down. You're struggling to create. Arsenal created little to nothing in that first half, despite taking over the game in terms of possession for the most part. So it's concerning that, and this is a manager thing. This is a manager thing. You can't be a team that is expected to compete for the best league in the world, but you're unable, without just missing just really one key attacking player, which is Martin Odegaard, even though he's significant, to break down some teams that are far lesser than you in quality. I'm not talking Inter necessarily, because Inter is a very good, solid team, one of the better teams in Europe now, and they're very good defensively. But to be struggling that much to even create chances, it's on the manager to fix it. It's on the manager to fix it to get the job done. No, but I'm hearing some arguments. No, I'm not a big Mikel Arteta fan. I would have preferred if the Aston Villa coach, Unai Emery, was still at the helm at Arsenal. But that is just me thinking he's better, and I think the team could have improved, and I think we would have probably got the title if all things in terms of transfer coming in. I know Emery wanted to play. I think you could have probably won the title last year. But however, I don't think we are in a spot, we are in a place right now to be calling for Arteta's head. If you didn't call for it before, you can't call for it right now. I think 2 years ago, Arteta, the reason why I eventually started to keep quiet about Arteta, because I had an issue when he was named coach. I wanted Unai Emery to stay. Everybody knows this. But 2 years ago, when he overachieved, because I had Arsenal to come fourth the year, some had Arsenal to come fifth, many had Arsenal to come fifth. None I knew had Arsenal to win the Premier League title. Arsenal went pretty close with City 2 seasons ago. So he overachieved. And he built on it last season. And again, I think he made some errors last season. It could have been different if he had adjusted earlier. But again, remember, he's facing a very, very good coach with a lot of quality players who just win and win games. And City had a miraculous, or not a miraculous, but a wonderful run in the last 10 or 15 games of the season. And Arsenal just wasn't able to overcome them. So he challenged, he pushed Man City last season. So again, he didn't put himself in a position for you to ask for his head last season, because having overachieved the first season, he built on it, he brought in some good pieces, and he made a serious run for the title. Now I hear CC, CC that called this program, with this idiotic reasoning that Arteta is at Arsenal for 5 years now, and when you're at a club like Arsenal for 5 years, you should win the league or you're failed. That's looking at the thing without context. And the context is, where was Arsenal when he took over? You can't just say he's at Arsenal for 5 years. Arsenal was not where they are at now when he took over. So you have to count the years where he needed to build Arsenal into a championship contender. So you can't say, oh, he's there 5 years, you should be winning now, without looking at where was the team when he took over. That's just how good people who understand how to analyze sports do it. So remember, he took over from somebody else because that person was failing and the team was not doing well at the time. Then he had to build. He had to take over somebody else's team with somebody else's players. Most of them were not all that good. So you're not judging him title-wise from there. How well did he do in terms of building the squad and getting them in shape to challenge? I think he did a pretty good job. Could have done it quicker, in my opinion. But he did it in the end. And the challenge last season, now you have to wait until the season ends before you assess. And even so, I don't think firing, unless they fail miserably. And the season only 10 games. So we're going to Arteta must win after. So you have to judge it in context, my boss. Where was he where was the team in terms of quality? And where they finished when he took over. How much work did they have to do to build the squad to where they're at? All right, my friend CC. We know you like to talk and analyze sports, CC, but you're not quite at the level that you ought to be yet, CC. So that's why you spoke about Arteta out of context. And you're leaning on this slot thing. If Slot should do this and Slot should do that and Slot. Again, what if Slot scores 99 points at Liverpool? And Arteta gets, well, it's going to be difficult for them to get to 97 now. But you understand the gist of what I'm saying. If Liverpool is absolutely brilliant and Arteta finished short again, you have to look at why Liverpool was brilliant. Was it a case where Arteta flopped or Liverpool was too good? You have to look at these things. You don't know, Slot came in and he won immediately. Which would be something to question, but you still have to look at it in context again. Yeah, you're my friend CC. You struggle with analysis at times, but may I help you? May I help you, my good friend CC? All right, so 676-6968. That's the number to call to let your voice be heard on the sports desk. It's a Thursday afternoon. And by the way, tomorrow is the start of the Da Costa and the Manning Cup. There's one game in the Da Costa Cup tomorrow. Monroe plays tomorrow at Monroe. And the other 3 games for Da Costa Cup is on Saturday. And we can get into that more. We can get into today since the games are tomorrow, and we might be covering one of the games tomorrow. So if you want to give me a prediction, Mona versus Jamaica College should be a mouth-watering clash, that one. Slated for 2 at Stadium East. And then Kingston College versus Tivoli. I think that could be a good one. Tivoli does give up a lot of space and a lot of chances for their opponents. But they do have some really good players going forward. So they can test most teams. If you're not on your A game, then I believe Tivoli is one of the lesser teams that can hurt. I think of the so-called lesser teams this season, they are the best. So the teams that you're probably didn't fancy coming into the season, I think of all of them in the Manning Cup, Tivoli is the best. So if KC is not on their A game, then it could mean trouble, big trouble for. Well, one more thing before we come to the break, and we'll talk to you on the other side. The format of the Champions League. Somebody asked me on social media earlier today. I like the format. I like the fact that it's not as predictable as before. It was predictable before for the most part. They see the teams. You know pretty much who the 2 teams will go through, home and away. You thrash the teams that are little at your home. You get enough points away. And it was too straightforward. Know that with some of the ties, you play Inter Milan away, Arsenal will not face them at home. So that is it, Inter beat Arsenal. But yes, Arsenal will face some winnable games at home as well. And they will have tough teams will have to come to Arsenal as well. So I think the balance is better. In the league format, I think it's very tricky. Right now, if you look at the standings, Man City and Arsenal will be out of the top 8. The top 8 should start right. Isn't that intriguing to you? Isn't it fun? They have to fight harder. They have to ensure that they take more of the games at this stage serious and more quality games, more quality opponents. I like it. I love it. It's better. More quality games off the bat. All right, we'll take our first break. When we come back, we expect to hear from you. 676-6968. We'll take a break. We're coming.
And now we have Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. Now, Mr. Mac, we've been hearing a lot of good things about Three Angels Pharmacy. What is it that makes the Three Angels Pharmacy so unique?
Well, at Three Angels Pharmacy, we offer fast, friendly, and efficient customer service. We give back to our community. We offer counseling, blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks. We do photocopying, printing, faxes, and if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. For further information, call us at 625-5584 or 295-7469. Three Angels Pharmacy, located at shop number 7, Caledonia Plaza, 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
It hurts if you don't check birds. The excellent customer service. Our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society. And the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop. And we deliver to. So if you can't come in, just ring up on WhatsApp or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check birds. So there's no need to search. It hurts if you don't check birds.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Oh yeah, welcome back, people. NBA people now. You know the Lakers started 3-0, and it was the best start they had since 2010. 3-0. But the Lakers basically gone back to what we have seen from them. Struggling against little teams. Losing some games that you expect them to win. And Anthony Davis being injured. Yeah, Anthony Davis got injured in the Pistons game. Pistons beat the Lakers the other day. Second night of a back-to-back. So one Piston no good. And two Pistons played the night before and they beat the Lakers. And then Anthony Davis got injured in the game. And then they lost last night to the Memphis Grizzlies. Some big games were on hand. I was watching the Boston Celtic Warriors. I don't know, it's 82 games in people, but the Golden State Warriors have started really well and playing some good basketball. But I think the West is more open than people may think. I think the East. You have one team that you think in the Boston Celtics that they're going to be hard to beat, difficult to beat, the defending champions. And the problem with them is that Porzingis is not able to stay healthy. But you expect Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and company there to maybe run right over there again and be the team to beat. So I think you look at the Boston Celtics and say, this is a team that you have to go through to come out of the East. We don't say that we're not team in the West. Yes, we have to respect the Thunders more. They are going to be more experienced this year. They're going to be old and all of that. But we think it's more open. Anything can. Oh, and the Reggae Boy squad will be named on Saturday. It was scheduled initially to be named on Friday, which would have been better for us to get it by 10, 11 o'clock thereabouts so we can discuss it. But it has been pushed back to 10 on Saturday. And we understand that Ravel Morrison will be back in the fold. So that would be excellent. I rate Ravel Morrison highly. I like him composure on the ball. Everybody knows what talented he is. But we want more people in the team that are able to keep the football. And I think Ravel Morris does an excellent job at that. So it will be nice if both himself. I didn't even realize that he was playing in Asia. I thought he was still at DC United in MLS, but he had left. He has been so much out of football that you would never realize. Some one or two people who are associated with Jamaica culture are telling me that they think Junior Flemings has done enough. He was on loan. He did well on loan. And he is again now playing well down there as well. So they're saying that he scored 2 goals in his last game, Junior Fleming. Well, yes, Junior Fleming must get a look in. I don't think so, but if Norman Campbell is an option, then for me, Junior Fleming is an option. But if everybody is fit, Leon Bailey should be back. I don't think none of them should be there at all. Flemings, nor Norman Campbell. None of them should be a part of the squad. So, Leon Bailey should be back. I don't know what you're saying to me, Asta. I can't read sign. Yeah. All right. So that is that. So 676 6968. That 676 676 6968. That's the number to call through and let your voice be heard. That's 676 6968 and the error code 876 goes before it. And the text WhatsApp line, we're coming to the text messages, is 876 828 0925. I see the text messages them coming through. They will be read in short order. If this phone lines okay, Master, because you have to ensure that we double check that every time we come here, the phone lines are working right away off the bat, you know. Yeah, so so you can imagine that the starting line, the people now. Here my starting line, or here my attacking part of the Jamaica team. So no, but you don't have no defensive midfielder yet. Is the guy gonna come? The former Newcastle player that a lot of people say him to rate. Is he gonna be here? All right, well, forget about the defensive midfield for now. We're going to struggle this. Would you play a team with both Ravel Morrison? No, that's not going to work. Because Bobby Reed is a must pick. So then that not you can't take that to the question. But maybe him can play on the left or on the right hand side. We don't know. So then so it's going to be Ravel Morrison and Bobby Reed in that midfield. So what going to happen to Casey Palmer? Because Ravel Morrison wants him fitting better than them, better than Keroy Anderson. And he's also better than the other fella. So how that going to work, people? I demote them two, man. But Leon Bailey and who up front? Who's going to be the other two beside Leon Bailey? Because Leon Bailey is a must pick. All right, we go to the phone lines. And remember, we have Jesse Blake. Jesse Blake is coming up at 1:30 today. That's what the time, 1:30. All right, we'll take the first. Hello.
Hello, Zidane Matthews.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
Not too bad.
You're a big sports analyst, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I listen from, you used to take on Arville, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You come a far away, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Bumpy?
Yes.
Aye. From them time, you know, Lady C, Ras Butter.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, more you do for me. Arville is there?
No, he's sick today.
Oh my gosh, man. Him start an interview with Byron Earl a good while now. You see?
Mm-hmm.
I love him to start back that interview or continue that interview and we tell you about Walter Boy style.
Byron Earl, who played with Walter Boy, don't on it.
Arnett guard. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Decent baller, man. Them call him King Earl
Yes.
because he was a decent baller. Otherwise, the Duke of Earl. Ed Barnes used to call him the Duke of Earl.
That's what Ted Barnes used to call him.
Yes, man. The Duke of Earl, man.
Yes.
And the other one, him sick now, he used to work at JBC, was a sports announcer too. Him sick and that one home run a winner town, man.
Who's
Used to
that?
walk about. I try to remember him, but I can't remember him because it's a long time still.
Yes.
Because Byron Earl commander, Mr. Clue,
Mhm.
George Thompson,
Yes.
and Clough, and then the last one I used to coach him from Charlie Smith, come to Arnett Garden and I talk about,
He played at Charlie as well.
Yes, man.
Okay.
With Manning Cup, man.
He was on the Triple Crown team. Wasn't on that team. No.
No, not that team.
He was on the team
before.
the one before.
Before. Yes, with him and Chris Dias.
Okay.
Wicked left winger. Yeah, man. I remember a match, you see. Charlie Smith played Dunwood. And Byron.
You're talking about Hugh Croskill?
No, man, not Hugh Croskill.
No, it couldn't be Hugh Croskill. Hugh Croskill is still alive?
I don't remember if he's still alive.
No, you're not talking about Hugh Croskill.
Right,
but can't keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, man. And Mr. Crew have Byron on the bench, half time, Mr. Crew make Byron change, Them time they Sabina Park, the bleachers, your back turned to South Camp Road. This was the bleachers. And George was stand to the left. Over there, I was pavilion, And when Byron come on, and destroy Dunwood,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. Destroy Dunwood. And what I like about Byron Earl is giving back as a player to his alma mater school.
All right. That's some message coming through now. You're talking about Bobby Free?
Bobby Free, man.
Okay.
Bobby Free, man.
Oh, yes. All right.
Yeah, man.
They say Byron on a big thing.
Big thing,
so
man.
You say, if me ask Byron about the pearl, what am I going to tell me?
When I say to you, he will tell you.
He will tell me. All right.
Yeah, man. He will tell you, man. But what I like about that guy, you see?
Let me ask you a question. You sound like you're from that area, or you follow that team closely? Are the teams in that area?
No, follow
let me ask you a question. Let me see if you know about it. Depending on how you answer, I mean if you go one way or the other, but depending on how you react to the question. In terms of ability to destroy and embarrass defender, who was better, Kevin Pele Wilson or Walter Boyd?
Oh my gosh, man. Pele, he will destroy and go shoot goal, man. When him leave you, he not business with you again. Him gone to the goal. He not play around.
Yes.
And that me like with Pele Wilson. Just like Byron Earl, when him leave you, him not business with you again. Him gone for goal.
I tell you, while Kevin Pele Wilson didn't have a career, really at the international level like the Pearl and others, in terms of ability to embarrass defenders,
Yes, man.
A lot of people in Arnett Gardens rate him over Walter Boyd in that regard,
Yes, man. When he embarrass you, him leave you. He not stop to turn back to you. A goal. When the crowd want here.
No, it's a serious thing. Nobody think it's a joke business me I tell you about in a party. A lot of persons I know from Arnett Gardens will tell you that while Walter Boyd was special in terms of his ability to trickery and skill, they have Kevin Pele Wilson. They have Kevin Pele Wilson ahead of him, even in that regard.
Yeah, man. When Pele broke you, man, him leave you. Him leave you. Because a goal win match.
Yeah. All right, what should we call him, boss?
Me?
Yeah.
They are known from Arnett Garden.
Unknown from Arnett Garden. All right, unknown from Arnett Garden. Big up yourself on the break. We'll talk again.
Yes, man.
All right, good. Thanks for the call. All right, that was unknown from Arnett Gardens there. All right, we'll take our second break on the program. After Hoyt. When we come back, we have Jesse Blake. We're coming back to some Just Bet winners. It's It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich. France manager Didier Deschamps says his decision to leave Kylian Mbappe out of the squad for this month's Nation League doubleheader is a one-off. The Real Madrid forward was not selected for the upcoming matches against Israel and Italy. Mbappe, 25, was left out of France squad in October for 2 Nations League matches as precaution, given he had just returned from injury and had been expected to return for selection this month. And that's sports in it. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
Your taxes hold the key.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
If you want real energy for you, just sing and if you got time to. Good source of iron for me and for you, make you feel like say you have energy for two. When you make a mad flex with you and your crew work late or left the gym after 2. Vigor and tonic are the remedy for some man for sue. So sing and if you got time to. Vigor from your new energy you are different. Just sing and if you got time then. Chunk up your body, drink and come again. Vigor and 2 are the remedy, my friend.
Bigger than 2. Good source of vitamin and iron for you.
Just bet.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game, from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. Alrighty then, welcome back. Time to help our wonderful listeners make some money. And we are now joined by expert Jesse Blake. Good afternoon, Jesse Blake. How are you?
I'm very good, Zidane. Good afternoon to you as well. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Beautiful, my friend.
All right.
Yeah,
you're ready to try and help the listeners to win some money?
Yeah, absolutely. We have some great EPL matches this weekend. Just one of a wonderful suite of betting opportunities for folks out there on so many of the various sports. Of course, football is where it is, and looking forward to talking about these matches today.
All right, let's get the ball off rolling with Brighton versus Manchester City. Brighton is the home team in this one. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. Brighton, they head into this matchup. By the way, this one kicks off Saturday at 12:30 in the afternoon, Jamaica time. It's Brighton heading into this one on a 3-game winless run. They've lost the last 2. It is Brighton that don't have a great record at all against City. But they face this City team at a good time. That's because City have lost their last 3 following their 4-1 mauling at the hands of Sporting Lisbon on Tuesday. Now, the Citizens have won only one of their last 3 away league matches. It doesn't bode well against a Brighton team that's unbeaten at home thus far this season. Well, City is still favored to win, though, according to the Just Bet final result bet option at $1.75. Brighton is the underdog at $4 even, and the draw, interestingly, also at odds of $4 even. Well, just a reminder that the final result bet option is the simple, straight up, basic option that offers odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. It's really one of several, so many betting options that you can take advantage of with us at Just Bet. When it comes to football, one of the more lucrative options that you will find is the Just Bet correct score betting option. And it's pretty simple. Can you predict the score of a game? And that's the correct score. At the end of regulation and stoppage time, it can pay off very well for you. And do remember now, you can place a bet on any score line that you think is the correct score for each and every football game. For Brighton and Hope Albion hosting Manchester City this Saturday at 12:30 in the afternoon Jamaica time, take advantage of a number of correct score bets, which include, if it is City, winning by a correct score of 2-1, a $500 bet pays $4,250 in winnings. City, 2-0 would pay $5,000 even with a $500 bet. If it's City in a 5-goal thriller winning by 3-2, $10,000 on offer with $500 work. Brighton, 1-0, the Bob Marley, One Love would pay $8,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. If it's Brighton via the upset special, 2-0, a $500 bet pays $13,000 even. And if it's Brighton by 3-1, a $500 bet pays $15,500 in winnings. Just some of the many bets that you can place on this game. A one-out draw for me. $3,250 in winnings with a $500 bet. I'm going with a draw in this one. $4 even. Straight up.
Yeah, Brighton's played so well for most of the game against Liverpool. Liverpool was actually very brilliant in the last quarter of the game. And Brighton at home should be better. City struggling. You don't think that City is going to lose 4 games in a row across competition. So the draw and result sounds like a good one. I think the championship mettle and character still will come out, and I think they will edge Brighton by 2-1. So I like City for the 2-1.
No problem. City by 2-1 in a close encounter would pay $4,250 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, wonderful. Let's move to the second game, and it's the EPL once again. Liverpool host Aston Villa, Saturday, 3 p.m. local time.
Absolutely. What a great matchup that we have this Saturday afternoon. Of course, not used to seeing this afternoon football, evening football on a Saturday in London's Premier League this early in the season. Well, we do welcome it indeed. What a great opportunity this is to link up with some friends and watch some great football. Liverpool, their relentless start to the season continued. They beat Brighton and Bayer Leverkusen earlier this week. It's Liverpool that sit atop of the Premier League and the Champions League tables heading into this one. Aston Villa, they are feeling pretty good about themselves as well. They head to Anfield, so having lost 3 successive matches in all competitions for the first time since May. Boy, they lost 3-0 against Liverpool in this fixture last season. It may be Liverpool picking up all the points, and according to the Just Bet final result bet option, Liverpool is favored to do so at $1.44. Aston Villa come in at $6. Very attractive odds of $6 for the upset. And the draw attracts odds of $4.75. Now, do remember that correct score betting allows you to maximize on your winning potential. You won't find a better betting option in the sports betting market. For Liverpool hosting Aston Villa this Saturday, 3 o'clock Jamaica time, 8 p.m. London time, take advantage of a number of correct score betting opportunities, which include, if it's Liverpool 2-0, a $500 bet pays $4,250 in winnings. If it's Liverpool 3-1, $5,500 on offer with a $500 bet. Liverpool 4-1, $9,000 on offer with a $500 effort. Villa 2-1 also pays $9,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. If Aston Villa beats Liverpool by the Bob Marley One Love, a $500 bet pays $10,500 in winnings. If it's Villa, the upset special 2-0, a $500 bet would pay $20,500 in winnings. Aston Villa 1-0, $10,500 on offer with a $500 bet. I'm taking Villa for the upset. $6 even, straight up.
All right, that would be a big win when you consider the sort of form that Liverpool is in. It's not only at Anfield, The fact that they are going to Anfield in of itself is difficult. But then they're going to Anfield in a team that is in spanking form. I'm not seeing Aston Villa going to Liverpool and getting a 1-0 victory. I'm not seeing Aston Villa preventing Liverpool from scoring. However, I do think Aston Villa will recover from their slump and hold Liverpool to a 1-1 draw. So I think this one will end in a draw.
1-1 draw. Interesting. That's a good bet. A 1-1 draw would make it $3,750 in winnings with a $500 wager.
All right. So the biggest clash of the weekend, Arsenal, they play away to Chelsea on Sunday this time around 11:30 a.m. local time. This should be interesting. Your thoughts on this one, Jesse?
Well. The Blues of Chelsea, Zidane, head into this contest on the back of a mixed run of form. Recently, they've won 2, lost 2, and drew 1 of their last 5 matches across all competitions. The Gunners of Arsenal, on the other hand, boy, the reviews have been tough, brutal for the Gunners, Mikel Arteta and company. They've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1 of their last 5 matches across all competitions. That 1-0 defeat against Newcastle, boy, Arsenal fans are really searching for answers right now. That Inter game yesterday may have given some cause for confidence for the Gunners fans. Let's get right to the odds for this one. The Gunners are actually favored to win, according to the Just Bet final result bet option, at $2.40. The Blues of Chelsea, not far behind at $2.75. So there's not a lot separating these two teams. And the draw attracts odds of $3.33. For the fourth best team right now, according to the EPL table, Chelsea, take advantage of their correct score betting opportunities, including if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $5,000 even. If it's Chelsea 2-0, $8,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Chelsea 3-1, $10,500 on offer with $500 worth. For the team that sits fifth in the EPL table, the Gunners of Arsenal, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, $4,750 in winnings with a $500 bet. If it's Arsenal 3-1, $9,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Arsenal beating Chelsea by 3-2 returns $13,000 in winnings for your $500 bet. This one's tough to call. A 2-all draw for me. $6,000 even with a $500 bet. Going with a draw, $3.33 straight up.
Yeah, the second half against Inter yesterday, Arsenal did speed it up. They played it more intensity. They played it more pace. They had a lot of moments, ball in and around the 18-yard box for Inter for quite a while. Yes, Inter were leading 1-0, so they were encouraging the pressure to try and hit on the counter. But Arsenal did speed it up, and you can saw that they brought in some attacking players. And the fact that Martin Odegaard is somewhat back, who has done well against Chelsea over the last couple of meetings, I think this is an opportunity for Arsenal to kickstart their season. And I think Arsenal will go to Stamford Bridge and win comfortably in the end by 3-1.
Wow, comfortable 3-1 for Arsenal. All right, well, a 3-1 victory for Arsenal will pay $9,000 even with a $500 bet.
There you have it, Jesse Blake. So that's my thoughts for those games come this weekend. Hopefully you all win some money out there.
Absolutely. And, I just want to say before I go, Zidane, a big thank you to those who took advantage of the bet that we had for the 2024 U.S. presidential election. There are a lot of persons happy now. There are a lot of folks sad. But we really want to thank those that took advantage of the bets that we had for that.
Who was the favorite going? Who was the favorite going in?
It was Trump at $1.70. Kamala attracted odds of $2.20. So right. Trump, the favored candidate, actually won.
All right. Thank you very much, boss.
Yeah, man. Now, of course, this afternoon we have Europa League action. Ajax will be taking on Maccabi Tel Aviv. Manchester United is in action as well. Lazio will be taking on FC Porto. Fenerbahce is also in action. They're out of Turkey. And a number of other Europa League games are on as well. cricket, CG United Super 50 in action as well. And thanks to those who bet on the Windies England one-day international series as well. NBA on as well. Wow. LeBron and Ja Morant, I love that game last night between the Grizzlies and the Lakers. But tonight at 8:30 Jamaica, or make that 8:15 Jamaica time, a mammoth AFC North matchup in the NFL. It will be Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Trey Flowers, and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and the Cincinnati Bengals. A mammoth divisional matchup in the AFC North. Baltimore is favored to win this game at home at $1.35. Joe Burrow and the Bengals at odds of $3.10 for the upset. Make it justbetja.com. Make it a JustBet location near you. Make it SupremeGames.com or the Supreme Ventures Gaming app, or a one-stop betting facility for all of your games. Make it there and win big with us at JustBet. Of course, Zidane, to you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at JustBet, stay safe, enjoy the games, have a great weekend, my friend, and catch you guys next week. Take care.
All right, big up yourself, Jesse. Thanks for joining us as usual.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Good. All right, that was Jesse Blake. That was the winner's edge. And we throw to a commercial break, and we'll come back. We expect to hear from you at 676-6968 and the WhatsApp text line 876-828-0925. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
That was the JustBet Winner's Edge, sponsored by JustBet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. JustBet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
It hurts if you don't check first. The excellent customer service, our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society, and the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop, and we deliver to, so if you can't come in, just link with our WhatsApp or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other, so it hurts if you don't check first. So there's no need to stay. It hurts if you don't check first.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. People, nobody argument from Didier Deschamps. The reason why Mbappe was not called for the international break is just how. What does that mean? Even, what does that mean? Is that one-off? He already missed the October window, and when he was fit, but it was precaution that you took to help him to recover from the injury. And he has been playing for Real Madrid. Why is he not selected? Isn't he your best player? I think this is just my theory now, they were upset that Kylian Mbappe did not accept the call in October and decided to leave him out. That's what I think. No, still. Because we don't understand why you won. You missed 2 games already the last window. This is a new window. And you're not picking your best player. All right, we'll go back to the phone lines. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. CC.
Yes. Oh, the CC?
Yeah, man. I love how you give context. All right. So here we go now. You see, as I say, further to what I said, when you have these big clubs, you're brought in to win title, right? Win major title. Premier League, also further on to even the Champions League. Arteta inherited the team as a 5th place. Unai Emery got a one season, I believe, and they finished 5th. Right? Arteta won a FA Cup, but he never built on that. They had the team about 5 or 6 years now. So when I'm saying this, I'm not saying it in a vacuum. Arsene Wenger
Actually,
inherited Arsenal.
No, man.
Inherited Arsenal
No.
at 15.
No. Hold on.
At 15
Hold
as well.
on, man. Don't try to muddy the water, man, and trick the people.
No muddy no water.
No, we don't need to talk about Arsene Wenger. You know. What Arteta is doing is right.
I am talking about big.
Hold on. CC, hold on. You're triggered, CC.
No, you get 1 o'clock monologue.
Are you triggered?
You got 1 o'clock.
CC, your sounds are triggered. CC, are you triggered?
You already set the stage, you know.
No, but hold on, CC, man. We don't want it nice.
No, but
we don't want
the stage. I mean, I want to nice. Reason.
No, you're not reasoning. You're quarreling. As if you're triggered by what I did to you at the start of the show.
No, I'm not triggered by what you said because what you said was
calm down, man. All right, let me explain to you the crap. Arteta took over a team that was given to him after a coach was fired for the poor performance of that team. So when you're going to say Arteta should be winning once he's at a big club for 5 years, what about rebuilding the team into a competitor first? Don't you have to eliminate those? Hold on, man. Don't you have to eliminate those years first? Because he didn't take over a big team. He took over a big name club because the team wasn't big. So he had to mold the team into a big team once again first. So which year did you think Arsenal was now a big team and ready? Hold on, let me finish the question. What year did you believe that Arsenal became a big team, not a club now, a big team, and was ready to compete for championship, for the title?
All right, so let me put it to you like this, because you can't give me context and I try to set the stage.
No, man, I asked you a question.
Man.
No, but I asked you.
No, man, nobody can ask me a question about what I did not say.
Ask you a question, boss.
How can you ask me something about what I did not say?
Oh, yeah, backtrack. We don't get licks or so backtrack.
I said, if you want, when you come to these big clubs, if you spend a certain amount of time, especially 5 years, 10 transfer window, if you spend a certain amount of time, you are expected to be listing some major silverware. Whether it be Champions League, whether it be Premier League.
No, but here why you're wrong, my boss. Because
hold on. Arsene Wenger in similar situations took over Arsenal.
No, it's not similar, my boss. It's not similar because
big team. Arsenal was not a big team when Arsene Wenger took over the team.
Arsene Wenger was not competing with Pep Guardiola and Man City.
Season before, and Arsene Wenger won the league in his second season. So Arsene Wenger took 1 season to rebuild this team that you're talking about and won the league the second season.
Who was Arsene Wenger competing against when he won the league?
Man
City and Pep Guardiola?
Manchester United was dominating.
They were Man City and Pep Guardiola?
You had Sir Alex Ferguson.
Were they Man City and Pep Guardiola?
You had Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United. So clearly, you know where I talk. When Jurgen Klopp inherited a Liverpool team, right? That wasn't necessarily a Liverpool team to challenge for nothing like that. Jurgen Klopp brought that Liverpool team to the Champions League final in his 3rd season, won the Champions League in his 4th season, won the Premier League in his 5th season. So when you're coming to me like you're talking about Arteta, should Arteta be at Arsenal in his 6th season? Arteta should be winning the league this year.
All right, Cece, give me a chance. If you don't give me a chance, I'm going to turn on your mic. Because you talk. Right? Let me explain something to you. That's not how I'm telling you that you struggle to analyze sports in context.
You struggle to...
Cece, allow me. I allowed you a while ago, Cece. Allow me. You talk a while ago, my boss. And you're not very smart on the radio, so allow the smart man to talk. I'm saying...
You're not very smart in the program.
Cut him off. Hey, cut him off. Enough of you. Cut him off on the radio now. Me allow him to talk and me want him to talk. So now I've been there for help, you know. Me not going to play with him. I'm telling you from now. Because enough time I want running off of the radio. I will see if you know. I'm not going to have it. Because me allow him to talk. Idiot CC bring up Jurgen Klopp. And also you read the sports. What was the team that Jurgen Klopp took over like in terms of quality relative to the team that Mikel Arteta took over? You big idiot CC. I saw you read the sports. You can't say, oh, Mikel Arteta, Jurgen Klopp took over a team and in his 5th season, he was in the Champions League final. What was the quality of the team he took over relative to the quality of the team that Arteta took over? I'm not an Arteta fan. This side never good. That's why you and Emery get fired, my boss. Because the side was horrible at the time when the man took over. A lot of rubbish footballer was at the team. You talk about Klopp took over a team and went to the Champions League final in his 4th year. That's how you read the sports. Put in the context of who he took over. Who were the players? How quickly did he get money to bring in top quality players relative to Arteta when he took over? I'm going to learn how to read the sports. We go to another one. Hello?
Zidane?
Yes, sir, P.
Yeah. Well, it's a pity Harville not here today because I applied to ask Harville a question, but I go ask, although I shouldn't be. In preference, Carl Hooper, Sarwan, and Bravo, Nico Bravo. From youth cricket to when they make their debut for them country. Which one of them you think was the better one? Based on data.
Who?
You understand me?
Go again.
Carl Hooper, Sarwan, and Nico Bravo. From youth cricket to when they make their debut for them country.
You mean when I say country, you mean Trinidad and
Guyana? Guyana and Trinidad, them play for.
What was the record? Let's get the record.
No, I'm just asking you.
No, me not the record of what they was doing at youth level.
Okay. That's why I said, boy, I shouldn't even ask if Michelle will come.
No, it don't matter who they are. Yeah, just get the record of the players. And who perform better from youth level to when they get in the team was the better player.
All right, well, you can Google it and find out.
Yeah, we can get information, man. Not nothing hard, man. So who dominated youth?
Because I tell a man, say, Carl Hooper number 1, Sir 1, 2, and Bravo last.
All right.
Cool.
We can always check the numbers for you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, CC one of the worst scholar to the program. He might have some moments where he say some sensible thing. But him going back to Arsene Wenger. I'm coming to you, my boss. Him going back to Arsene Wenger. When Arsene Wenger took over, he did this in his third season. Who did Arsene Wenger took over? What was the quality like? And who was he competing against in terms of quality? Is one team beat Man City in the last 6 years? One side win the Premier League in the last 6 years. One team. Think a joke thing Man City are going with Pep Guardiola, the genius, the GOAT. And the spending power that the man is already the best manager in history of football. And him have a bank book, a massive bank book, where him can utilize to bring in players. All of them start limiting somewhat now. And you attack about the man. Fail. If you don't win in 5, if it's a big club, you have to consider. You are going to tell me if a man take over Full United, Manchester United. No. Manchester United is a rubbish club now with a lot of poor players. This team not anywhere close to winning the Premier League title or the Champions League title. You're going to tell me that if somebody comes into United, no. You're saying after 5 years, he must be winning the Premier League title, my boss? Because Arsene Wenger, when he came in, he won the Premier League title 20 years ago after 5 seasons. No, Manchester United is a big club. But if somebody take over Manchester United, no. It's going to take way more than 5 years before them can compete for the title. If they're not able to buy, and that is no longer the case with the financial people them tracking these clubs. We go back to the phone lines. Hello. Hello. All right, the person gone. All right, we'll take the break. We'll take the break, Asta. Man is that learn for a reason. But you must want to coach a big club. United, no people. Tell me if it will be fair to hire a manager. The manager that is coming in now for Ten Hag. So what he has to do, he need 2 or 3 years now to get rid of these rubbish players at United. Build this one squad. Get continuity, camaraderie, and chemistry. Then he has to challenge first. So after him get rid of these players after 2 or 3 years. Kind of going to be easy to sell them out. You're going to kill him now and say if he come second and run down City or Arsenal and finish at 99 points. He fail if he's not winning at 5 years. So learn for reason in that context. Joker. The type of remember Klopp did. What was the quality of Klopp squad relative to who him mid off the face? And who he brought in at the time? And the money that he got. Learn for reason holistic and stop reason in that vacuum. And the talk about now analysts. We're coming back.
Omega Radio is a listener-supported radio, and as such, we need your assistance to continue to provide you with the latest in sports and blessing through the word. Here are ways to donate. Cash App, $ WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444. National Commercial Bank, Omega Church Broadcasting Network, SA Limited. Account number 361-400-372. Checking account Knutsford. Victoria Mutual Building Society, Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited. Account number 713-520-287. Checking account Knoxford. Jamaica National Bank, Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited. Account number 200-002-67789. Checking account Oxford Road. Sagicor Bank, Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited. Account number 550-546-5778. Checking account.
Blessings. Have you been blessed by the Real Talk Show with Bishop Manning? Well, you can listen to the Real Talk Show Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Omega Radio app. Just go to your app store and look for Omega Radio, or listen live on the Omega Church Broadcasting Network website. That's www.omegachurchradio.com. You can also watch on Facebook at Omega Church. On YouTube, you can watch the live church service at Omega Church or Omega Radio. You can also call us at 876-319-1148 or 876-613-9129. The toll-free number is 877-494-0253. That was a paid advertisement by Omega Radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, and let me tell you something. You have one fool make many, you know. You have this half with no name Ricky Tech. That's not the elite group. Can't talk nonsense, not elite group. Once you take over the big club, and the man them not understanding basic common sense. The club name big, my boss, but the team and the team can be a poor team. Right now, Aston Villa is better than Manchester United, and they don't think Aston Villa is a big team. So you can't just merely say once you take over the team in 5 years, they should win. Aston Villa is ahead of Manchester United right now. So the man who gets Aston Villa right, if they fire Unai Emery and they fire Ten Hag, obviously, the man who takes over Aston Villa right now, without getting billions to spend, would be in a better position to win the league. So that's why I'm telling the Joker to contextualize everything. Who did he have? How much money did he get to spend to bring in quality players in his first, second, and third year? Who were the players that came in? What was the budget? Consider all that before you tell the man, say, after winning at the 5th year. Because Arsene Wenger did it how much years ago? That's not how sports reads. That's all like a man say, oh, Brazil won the World Cup playing 4-4-2. It means that a 4-4-2 must win the World Cup 20 years later. And also sports reason. Music brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. The Eye of the Storm by Morgan Heritage. The Eye of the Storm.
Sailing out on a trip so long, so far from shore, so blessed rock of ages, brings peace to my soul. He holds me in his arms, so safe and so warm, and I found shelter in the eye of the storm. No matter what storm clouds may rock this ship of mine, the light of my Savior will lead me safely through the night. Though my ship may be rocky and my sails may be torn, I shall rest in the eye of the storm. No matter what storm clouds may rock this ship of mine, the light of my Savior will lead me safely through the night. Though my ship may be rocky and my sails may be torn, I shall rest in the eye of the storm.
All right, that was Martin's Heritage, Eye of the Storm, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. All right, what we do, Asta? Go back online. Hello.
Zidane,
Yes, good afternoon.
what going? Are you alone there?
Yes, this is QC.
Yeah. You know me ask you, I ask you one full redundant question.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Pele, Messi and Christie, who scored the most goals?
Scored the most goals where?
You know them football international goals. Man.
I'd have to check. I think it's Ronaldo, you know. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Good. You know why I may ask?
Mm-hmm.
Sir P asked you a question a while ago. And you said you have to check the stats.
Yes.
So I don't understand. Because basically, I say if you check the stats and Carl Hooper did better in his stats than Bravo, than the other person, they will be basically, you're not saying, you know, your judgment is that you know, see them, you know. So basically, the stats are going to tell you who better.
You know, cricket.
Basically, that's Sir P.
You know, cricket that, my boss?
Huh?
Cricket different, you know, my boss.
So, okay, so that means that because
the numbers off the top matter far more in cricket than football, off the top.
All right, so basically, me I say, all right, Jack Callis, me can call at least 7 man we average more than Brian Lara.
Then they argue better than Brian Lara.
Huh?
All of the man will average more than Brian Lara at highest level is arguably a better batsman than Brian Lara.
All right, me go and make it.
Yeah, they've been in the conversation with yeah. Especially if the average is way more.
You know about things that if you not see, if you not see man, because basically not Ronaldo get pay penalty, and so you can have a man that we are not out enough time and a jukes and make more than Brian Lara, average more than him. So, and that's a rational whole reason more time. That's why I'm drafting that question, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Understand the point I'm trying to make? Based on how you say, boy, the stats. Me the stats man, you know. Me love stats.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those one was made up on the same page when the argument are coming on next time. You say the man will average more than Brian Lara, better than Brian Lara.
No, but because in football, you know, you have man, we have different rules, you know. You're playing different position and your role is different. But the ones that he mentioned are all batters. And the only thing you're asked to do when you go to bat is to make runs. That's all.
The only thing, you know, say a three forward. No,
but you have out and no, Messi is not an out and out forward. So they say you're wrong. And then you're talking about different level of football now, where one is playing in Europe and face some little joke side in Ronaldo, while Messi plays his international football in South America, where the competition is stronger, stiffer.
So how me hear you say English league are the biggest league?
I'm talking about international. Remember,
Christian play English league.
no man, but we're talking about. Oh, it's not club you asked me. You asked about them career, and I was including international football as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But me see the man play English league and dominate it. I'm not. I don't too Serpi ask the question. You know, me not really mean nothing. You know, but as I say, out of the button here is a stats, which me love stats, and that's why me.
Then the first thing that you go look on those CC. Then the first thing that you go look on those CC, man, the numbers.
Yeah, because most of the man say, boy, him never see Pele, him never see that man there. So it's the stats don't mean nothing. You don't judge people.
We stats Pele have.
Huh?
What are Pele stats?
I mean, Pele now win 2 World Cup.
No, that him asks about. He asks about them individual ability, man.
No, man, I'm me ask no, man. But because we are stats, man.
But we don't know if Pele stats better than Messi, my boss.
Me endorse your argument. Don't believe something I go against you. Me endorse the stats argument. But what me I say, we cannot use stats when we feel a mind. Either you're going to use stats
no, man, yes, numbers if they're available all the time. No, man, you start with the numbers all the time. If the numbers are available, you start with them all the time. So if I'm a motive, who create the most chances in the player? Read down after if there's a way to reason it down. Yeah.
Me agree with you, you know. Say stats, you know. Me agree with you. Don't believe me, I agree with you. But I just don't say on all the see man, I don't never see man that era there. Stats. All right, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, QC. We go to another one, Asta. We could look at some WhatsApp messages before we come to the break. The next break, Asta. Go on. Oh. All right.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
We can play voice note. That's a voice note being sent. All right, let's start with the first one here. Zidane, big up. The incident with Alzaro Joseph, I think he should be suspended for the T20 series, and also they should take away his match fee. I think he's in Jamaican terms dark. Let's look at his face expression whenever things doesn't go his way. This is Nico. All right, Nico, that's your view on the Alzaro Joseph. Good afternoon, Robert. Big up yourself. I want to be on the show. Call the program, boss. Great sports show. Blessings. All right, that one just giving us a shout out. Didn't leave a name. All right, I see a voice note there. I don't know if we play a voice note. Asta can deal with that. Pele Wilson is better than Boyd by dismissing a player and going forward towards the goal. Boyd is living with regret right now, but his fans won't admit it. Let me read this again. This man is a genius. Let me read this brilliant message again. Pele Wilson is better than Walter Boyd by dismissing a player and going forward towards the goal. Boyd is living with regret right now, but his fans won't admit it. Good text that, my boss. So like you know a thing or two about King Pele. Arsenal Stamford Bridge. Don't you see down? Next will be for us. Come. No gone. So we will see you delusional. All right, we're not going to read that one. We're not going to read that one right now. All right, so we take the break, Arteta. Not Arteta. Not Arteta. You know, call Arteta. We'll take a break. We'll come.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad.
Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
Looking to add a touch of elegance to your room? The Lighting World by Fosrich is having a massive lighting blowout sale. Get your wall lamps, chandeliers, ceiling lamps, fans, and more at amazingly low prices. Sale begins Sunday, September 29, with up to 50% off selected items. It's the Fosrich Lighting Blowout Sale, September 29. Shop and save only at Fosrich. Open Sundays.
Kingston, Jamaica, it is your time. The Let the Oil Flow Conference comes your way this October 25 and 26 at 6:30 p.m. and 10:30 a.m. respectively. Meet us at the Holy Childhood Auditorium, 9 Skibo Avenue in Kingston. Come and be blessed by the speakers, Pastor Prophet Devon Brown, Prophet Junior Maholland, and Apostle Courtney McLean, with worship leaders Dr. Andrew McCurdy, Psalmist Akila Griffith Shannon, and Jerome Latimore. Registration is free. Sign up today. This is the move of God that you do not want to miss.
Shop and win a mega kitchen from Megamart. Spend $6,000 or more before GCT at any Megamart location and fill out the entry form provided for a chance to win a brand new stove, fridge, and microwave this Christmas from Appliance Traders Limited. Visit us on social media to win monthly prizes courtesy of Lasco, Grace Foods, and Facey Commodity Company Limited. Promotion runs from September 30 to December 6th. Shop now to win a mega kitchen from Megamart. The best value by far. Conditions apply. Must be 18 years or older to enter. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232. Or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back. And we go back online. All right, 676-6968, 676-6968. I see some people taking me on Facebook. That's for the record, the season, the 2018-2019 season. Arsenal finished 28 points off the leaders. Yes, man. Arsenal finished 28 points off the leaders. Yeah, man. So Arsenal was closer to 7th and 8th than the top. Right? And then, obviously, when the season started and they struggled, Unai Emery was removed from the helm. So right away, you're right after season for Arteta, you know. Arteta come and save a sinking ship, you know. I try to steer a sinking ship in the right direction, you know, midway. So that season they should even count. No, I'm sure you didn't expect Arteta to win the season, win the Premier League the following year. So you're going to count that as Arteta. So you're going to count that. So what was the money given to Arteta like when he got his first full transfer window in the summer? I know the January transfer window is difficult because he took over in December 2019. So you really going to judge him. You're not going to judge him based on January. You're not going to get a lot done in January. So you got a summer. You got a summer now. His first summer would have been the following summer. So for you to be a proper analyst, you have to talk about the amount of money you got and the players that were available and the players that he brought in. Were those players good enough to compete? And I was trying to ask the man the question. Zin, which year he thought Arteta should have won the league and he did not? Realistically, which year did he think and he didn't want to answer? You wanted to tell me about Arsene Wenger. I don't know what Arsene Wenger have to do with Mikel Arteta. And so the person them who don't trace me on Facebook and don't text me in my phone and tell me say me attack man this. Call the program and try to defend the nonsense publicly. 676 6968. Yeah, man, stop blowing up my phone, man, and text it. If you want the WhatsApp, text the text line and leave your name so the listeners them can. Or call the program and make it make sense. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. You can't judge a thing in a vacuum. Once you take over, United is a big club right now. They're not a big team. They're not good. They don't have good players. The signings from Eric Ten Hag were poor. Lots of them. The players struggling badly. Now, if this man coming in now, you can't judge him unless he gets billions of dollars to spend. And he's bringing in 80 and 90 and $100 million players, left, right, and center. That would be a difference now. But if he's on a tight budget, because you know the financial fair play thing, and he might gradually ease out some of these rubbish players, it's going to take a time for him to do so. Then now, when he's ready now to compete, you can't expect him to win immediately, even if it's the fifth year. I'm not saying referee is saying it's a failure. Sports to analyze like that. All right, we'll go to another one. Hello.
See, greetings and salutations.
Good afternoon, my boss.
To God be the glory.
Yes.
Evangelist here.
Evangelist, yes.
You're riding solo today?
Yes.
Where is the...
Orville is not. Orville was under the weather this morning.
Okay, I understand. Any something today? It's to the schoolboy or tomorrow?
No, tomorrow is the Money Cup quarterfinals.
Okay, I understand. Well, just wanted to add my congratulations to West Indies for winning the third and final of the limited overs. Showed a little grit and determination and fight that Jamaicans have, well, West Indians have been asking of them for a bit of time. And it seems we've gone the measure of England, can we beat them out here and to go there and beat them. Mind you, it's not a test. And I believe when we start dominating them in tests, then that should be a better measure of where we are. Between limited overs and T20. I don't think the West Indies are any worse than. What is our ranking in limited over?
Yes.
We're worse off.
Let me check that for you. Continue. Keep going, man.
Yeah, man. We're calling the Manning Cup. I'm looking for. Is it possible Mona and St. Catherine can get to the final?
Mona and St. Catherine can get to the final. Yeah.
Okay, and that should be
they are
watering, but
yeah, they are in separate groups, so they can. If both top
they can get there.
If both top their groups in this stage, then they would avoid each other in the semi-final, which potentially means they
could okay. But while they also run the risk of if they don't top, they could knock each other out
in the semi-final.
In the semi-final.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
So West Indies is ranked 10th. Me like Casey.
Casey.
Yes.
I think Casey lost only one match.
Yes, and it was the other day to start.
Yeah, I think they lost only one match of the entire season.
Yes, and
there are no unbeaten teams. Is there any team that went unbeaten?
Mona is still unbeaten. They haven't lost a game in the money.
But they drew? Is that it?
Yeah, man, they have drawn games.
They've drawn, but not lost.
They have drawn a game.
Okay.
Did they draw a game? I would have to check, probably they haven't, Game that it was.
But they look and they
case
sticking with them. But as many will say, maybe he's good at the schoolboy, but that doesn't matriculate on to in the Premier League. But again, he's a technical director, is he?
Craig Butler.
And Thunder would be the coach. Right now. Is it technical?
Going in and out, man. Go again. You're in and out.
Oh, I'm saying he's not the coach of here. He's the technical director, and Lenny Hyde is the coach.
Yeah, Lenny Hyde is the head coach. Yes.
He's the head coach. Okay, so would that be a fair assessment?
No. Hang up. Hang up. He can get through to us in short order. Yeah, man. So people, tell me now. Let me know. Which one of the 5-6 years that Arteta has been in charge of Arsenal that he should have won the league and didn't win the league? Yeah, man. You know what I mean when I say you should. You have the team, good position. The other teams were poor around you. And like you dash it away. Tell me the year now. Tell me the year. And I believe that Unai Emery is a better coach than Arsenal and he should have been given more time. I would have loved for him to be here now. So I'm not the biggest Arteta fan. But may I analyze the time that he has spent there and what he had to endure initially in terms of players coming in within the transfer window and putting it all in context. So you tell me the year now when Arteta was prime to win the league and him dash it away. So you can't say him fail. That's how you determine if somebody is failing or a failure, I know. When you fail to achieve what you expect to achieve. Right? Because it's not merely you didn't win the Premier. You're in the Premiership, you didn't win it, you fail. I can't say a reason. I can't say a reason the thing, you know. So it have to do what you are expected to achieve. So what year did Mikel Arteta expect to win the Premier League title? Did Arteta have a failed season a couple of years ago? When all the experts expected Arsenal to come in at 5th or 4th and they finished 2nd? Was he a failure that season? That one. Man, we are texting on my phone. Don't call the program if you don't think it make sense. Please do. Please do. 676-6968. I don't want to hear about the lines not working because the lines are working. 676-6968. It take a time when somebody else comes out for you to come on, but it's there. So the plethora of texts that I'm getting to my phone, call me, man. 676-6968. And try to defend the nonsense. We take another break. We're coming.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
England interim manager Lee Carsley has handed the first call to Southampton defender Taylor Hart and Newcastle United fullback for this month's league fixtures. The three Lions are to face Greece on November 14 and the Republic of Ireland on November 17. It's Lee Carsley, England as interim manager before Thomas Tuchel takes over full charge on January 20.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing life 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Mega best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at
10 Appleton Road. 869299146 and
Up at everybody getting a solar heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months. What a deal! Fosrich Financing.
It hurts if you don't check earth. The excellent customer service, our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society, and the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your auto parts needs to one-stop shop, and we deliver to. So if you can't come in, just link with our WhatsApp or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check earth. So there's no need to say. It hurts if you check earth.
See you, sir. This is Ryan Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ochorea, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in Canada from Mrs. Powerful Word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all.
Make first and show the sports desk.
all right, thank you for coming back to the sports desk. And waiting for the signal from my producer. It's raining outside, Asta. Boy, that sound. If you know, Asta, normal rain. Now, them now get through, and I don't know what is about. Because the lines are available. So and once the signal is made to me, then I go to the lines. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, sports desk.
Yes, this is the sports desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, move away from the radio, man. I turn it off. You're going to get a feedback.
Hello.
Yeah, man, the radio going to give you a confusion.
Oh yeah. I like it off.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Two things. You just said Chelsea they go, Arsenal beat Chelsea 3-1. That is the bet you have for them.
Yes, that's my expert.
Prediction. And then City would have been 1-1.
They go no. City going edge. Right.
Oh, City right 2-1.
Yes.
What was the other one again? It is
1-1. Liverpool Aston Villa 1-1.
Oh no. Okay. All right, good. Now I'm gonna put my bets on some work with your bet.
One.
But apart from that, the way coach is a particular way for looking on how much more they spend versus the players that them have.
Here you go.
I never read that aspect of it.
Yeah, man, because Carly, you can't bet a club for 5 years and it's not giving you the support, the financial support in the tournament that desire to compete for the championship, you know.
It's because I've seen other coach get some my two
yeah, all right.
Good one. Another one there.
Yeah, man. Big up your excellent point, yeah, boss.
Yeah, man. Cool. Traveler.
Yeah. All right. Big up yourself, traveler. Yeah, man. Think about it, Asta Height. You know what? Arsene Wenger went and what Arsene Wenger a man to take over and win after 5 years. But a man can be job for far longer than 5 years. So he won before, but he's so far longer than 5 years and win the Premier League title. Yeah, you understand? So the fact is that there was a point when Arsenal was moving to a new stadium. There was 5 constraints, and then that Arsene Wenger could he could not come Chelsea at the time, and Man United could do. The owners was just not giving him the money because the other things they were moving to the say that budget was very small that Arsene Wenger had to work with. You saw many players that Wenger came out and said, yes, I agreed that this player should come to Arsenal, and asking price for the parent club. He said that Arsenal just couldn't afford it. He didn't even bother to negotiate the club that was selling because he knew at the time that Arsenal couldn't afford it. So Arsenal for many, many years. At one point, I think his best. Wenger was praised for challenging and making up for with and he was just pumping